You should open your mouth a little wider when you speak. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Zach from Straight Down the Middle, a pinball show and flipping out pinball distribution. We've got something special here today. We're going to do an unboxing of Willy Wonka. Now, this one, you guys know we always do it a little different here at Straight Down the Middle and Flipping Out. It's going to be a little different. You see, this looks pretty, right? But there's something unique about it that worries the heck out of me. But before that, this video right here is sponsored by some very special people. It's sponsored by the Mod Couple. The Mod Couple for all the unique and beautiful high-end modifications that you can add on your specific pinball machine. What we're going to see later is me installing the entire Mod Couple collection of mods for Jersey Jack Pinballs, Willy Wonka, and the Chocolate Factory. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, before we do that, okay, so here's what's special about this unboxing. Well, okay, so we ship a lot of these out at Flipping Out Pinball. We get ours for the show, for the showroom, right? But this one's a little special. This is going to teach you what to do whenever you get your pinball machine delivered straight to your home. There are a lot of things that go between just getting your machine delivered and it coming perfect and beautiful and you unbox it and it's wonderful. What happens if when it's shipped, it's not so pretty? Check this out. Yeah, so there's that. When I got this, this is what I saw. So look at this. You got this thing. What the hell happened to this pinball machine? This is what makes a grown man or woman cry.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Shit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys what to do when you get a pinball machine delivered to your home that looks like this. Alright, so number one thing, everything's not all peaches and cream whenever you get your pinball machine delivered. No. So we'll start with this. So the easy stuff, hopefully you can see this, but whenever you get your pinball machine delivered, the delivery guy is going to drop it off and you're going to have to sign for it. Now, before you sign for your pinball machine, I don't know if I've seen any videos doing this, so this is good. Before you sign for that pinball machine, you're going to want to go around the pinball machine. You're going to want to make sure that there is no egregious damage like the one to this machine. Simple things like this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but right here, there's a hole right there. So what you're going to want to do is before you sign anything, you're going to take a flashlight. If there's any puncture holes, you're going to shine a light in there because you're going to want to see if there's been any damage to the inside of that pinball machine. If there is damage, let's say a forklift went right through there and botched the glass, broke the glass, or hit the decal and messed that up, or wood's chunking out, right? That is when you're going to say, I'm not signing for it. I would like it returned because there is significant damage to it. All right, so that's just one example. Another example, what if you look in there and it's fine? Now, a lot of my customers, they would worry about this, and I would as well. If I'm spending this much on a pinball machine, there's a hole in the box. Well, who knows? There may be maybe rats living in there, for all we know. I don't know. But if you shine a light in there and there doesn't look like there's any damage, very likely, usually 90% of the time, it's just poked a little bit. If you shine a light in there, you don't see any damage, you don't hear any glass, then you can still sign for it. But here's what you're going to want to do. Make sure, you guys, when you get your pinball machine, on the receiving pack, or the form, the receiving form, before you sign, make sure to document everything that's wrong with the exterior of this box. Because if you were to open this up, maybe it doesn't look like there's any damage, right? But when you open it up, if there is damage that you missed and you did document it, then it can be eligible for the different insurance options that we'll go over in a minute. So that is usually what you're going to see, stuff like that. This is not what you see. This is bad. Something had fallen on this. There's black marks here. Would you look at it? Would you just look at that? Sometimes you just gotta look at it.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well.
What the heck is that?
This has damage all over these beautiful glossy decals. You can't see them. I'll show you closer. But yeah, it's jacked. Now, can we get new decals? Yes, but as a homeowner or as a location, if you guys receive something like this with substantial damage to the side, it's up there as well. This is hard for me to see. If you get stuff like this, you will not accept it. You will tell the shipping provider that there is substantial damage to this and it needs to be returned to be fixed. Now, a couple of things can happen. They can ship it back to the factory, and if it's substantial damage, they're just going to send you out a new one. Or, for this, in this case, these are decals, so they're probably going to ship it back to the factory. They're going to take it out, they're going to test it to make sure everything works, and then they're going to replace these decals and send it right back out along the way. Now, you guys are thinking, well, why in the hell did you accept this? Well, there's a couple reasons why. The first reason is because after looking in this, it looks like it's just the decals, and I can do some decal work. I can get our boy Schmitty over there to do some decal work for us. And the second thing is, like, I wanted you guys to see what in the hell to do when you get a game like this or a little hole and you get nervous, right? Nobody talks about this, so you guys need to know this. So I thought it would be a good learning tool. Jersey Jack is really good about customer service, so they'll take care of me here. And especially as a distributor helping out, it'll be fine. The other thing, I have a show coming up. We have the Atlanta show coming up, Southern Fried Game Room. Make sure, Southern Fried Gaming Expo. July 12th through the 14th. Make sure to show up because we're going to be there, fingers crossed, with this Willy Wonka. So, there was multiple reasons I couldn't afford sending it back, getting it repaired. I couldn't do it. So, for learning purposes, this is what we're going to do. Now, here's the mystery, you guys. What the hell's wrong with this thing? This thing could have been dropped on its side. I don't know if this thing's going to work. We're going to find out together here on Straight Down the Middle, a Pinball Show. Let me show you a little bit of this damage close up. Alright guys, so as you're seeing here, this is what I'm left with. See in here? Let's see. Ouch, man. That hurts all the way up. This is like a clear that's over that decal and it's all the way to the black, so that is hurt. If you look peek, oh, that's a nice glossy cabinet too. Oh, no. Now you can heat that up a little bit, and no, you can't. Oh God. So this is ugly. This is hideous. Now before we go any further, it says, "Attention customer, open this packet first." I got you, Jack. Let's open this packet first. I mean, who cares about the box? You guys are freaking out. It doesn't matter at this point. Alright. Okay. Unpacking and setup instructions for your Jersey Jack pinball machine. Now, here's the difference here. I'm seeing it already. Oh, look at this. That is holding... Oh, that's nice. So it looks like the legs and the hardware are going to be on top. And it tells you step by step what to do to unpack and set up your pinball machine. That's really nice. I like that. So up close, this is the damage that was done. You see a nasty little scuff right here, as well as all the way. At least you can see the gloss from this angle. Okay, if you look in there, I don't have the best light, but right here, they have the tilt bob secured. So you're going to want to make sure to take that off. I've also been told there's a couple other little things you need to do from previous owners. on how to unbox a Willy Wonka. Alright, so typical stuff you're going to see in here, trying to do that one-handed. Get the electrical cord, balls. You're going to want to make sure to wash those off. They can have an oil on them. Nice little goodie bag with keychains, extra slings. It looks like that's a magnet. So that extra sling, mylar up. Some extra white rubbers and a screw. Really nice play cards. That's really nice. And then this is a post. This post, I believe, is left off of the left out lane because the designer, Pat Lawler, wanted it to be a pretty tough game. Oh, we're going to need that. So, you can install that left post if you would like. A lot of people are complaining that this thing can be a drain monster, so if you're not comfortable with the amount of drains, then you can just install that. Let's go to the back of the machine. Now, I was told there's a really important thing whenever you are getting your Willy Wonka set up, that there's a Wonka Vader, or Wonka Vision. So Wonka Vision right here. This is an LCD screen. There's an HDMI that goes in the back of that, as well as other cords. You just got to be careful when you're taking it all out that you don't bump that off or break it. See, there's other little components right there. You really want to be careful with some of those cables that have. Oh, let's see if I can. See those? You got to be careful with those. So this one is right behind this black thing. So you see it's white in there. You just want to be careful with those because they bump out or you bend the wires, and you're not going to be a very happy camper. Okay, let's flip this thing up. Ooh. Moment of truth, let's lift it up. I'm already seeing one issue. It's not shipping related, but the big bundle of wires in the back is hard to guide down as you're lifting the head up. So I'm going to see where it's getting bogged down. Get these down. Let's try it again. Might be a little difficult though. Tighten it up. I'm not crazy about the way those wire bundles are going down, so I won't bore you guys with any more of it, but we're going to take a look at that closer here upcoming. So we can see a big, woo, that's pretty. Would you just look at it?
You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
A lot of shipping styrofoam in here, so we're going to take the glass out, the protective cover over the lockdown bar, take the glass out, make sure we get everything. A lot of times Jersey Jack pinball machines come with a shipping block in the back of the playfield, that backboard. Make sure to take that out as well, or it's going to be hard to get that playfield back down in there. We'll add the balls and then we'll turn it on. Okay, we got the playfield up. I did have to remove some styrofoam or some foaming for shipping purposes back here. I had to remove one back here, and that's where you have to be careful. See that HDMI plug? You gotta be careful not to mess with that or that plug. And there was a piece of styrofoam down in here where the captive ball is. You just kind of pull that out as well. I like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the shipping block I was talking about. Right here. You're going to take a screw, unscrew that, and take that block out. She's juicy. She's looking good. We'll see if she turns on, though. Some pinball machines have shipping protectors under the playfield. As I'm looking on this one, it doesn't seem to have anything that I need to zip tie or cut the zip tie on that was provided for shipping purposes. So we should be good here. Look how packed that thing is. Jeez. Whew. Here's the protector I was talking about. That way it's free. And it's already kind of set. Yeah. And then if you guys are updating your game, it's nice they put the USB dongle right there. So if you need to update the game, you don't have to get in the back box. Alright. Let's try it out. Alright guys, the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts. Let's power it on. See if shipping got the best of this or not. I hear electronics, I see a light. I hope that's right. Come on, JJP. Normal stuff. So far, so good. It runs through a different code as it's loading. It's a big computer, basically. It is giving me an error. Let's see what that error is. Check matrix switch 31 gobstopper target, which is stuck open. Right there. The sound you're hearing is the gobstopper gobble hole aligning itself. Looks pretty good. Let's play it. Oh. Who doesn't love Willy Wonka? If you want to buy a Willy Wonka pinball machine, make sure to contact me at Flippin' Out Pinball, 847-778-4876. Here's the fun part though. I can't play this. I'm going to love it. I can't play this without adding the mod couple collection of mods for Jersey Jack Pinballs, Willy Wonka. Before I even put a ball on this, let's do that right now. Sorry. Alright guys, for you pinball nerds out there, you know that this is about as close as you get to Pinball Christmas. Right here. We get the brand new Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory pinball machine by Jersey Jack. And I've got who sponsored this video, the mod couple. The orders come in and it's full of goodies. So these guys, Dave and Darcy over at the mod couple, you can check them out by going to themodcouplepinball.com, themodcouplepinball.com. But oh my God, there's so much fun stuff in here. I'm going to show you each of them, and then we're going to install them. All right. So the first thing, there's some trim level. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to get it out of the package itself. This thing is freaking unbelievable. Check this out. It's like real grass, and it goes and it's decorated with like the candy. It's unbelievable. And then these things, I love these things. These are flipper toppers. Check these things out. Look at this. How awesome are these things? Flipper toppers with lollipops and candy. And then the real grass like you see in the film. So those go right on top of the flippers. Oh, those are going to be awesome. What else do I got in here? The fun just keeps coming. Oh, we've got an additional set of flipper toppers. Coincidentally enough, how cool is this? This is the detail you'll come to see from the mod couple. There's 4 flippers in the game, so of course there's got to be 4 flipper toppers. They are 3-dimensional, it's not just a decal. But all of the lollipops are different colors. Come on. Alright, what else we got here? Oh. This must be a new one. I don't know what this one is. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. It looks like a chimney of sorts. So that's really neat. We're gonna see what I'm not sure what that is. Okay, just kind of get it all right. Just order it all. This is really neat too. This is a half-eaten or a bite out of a Wonka bar. I believe this goes right down. I don't think you can see it, but right under the plunger. The detail on these things is impeccable. And the good thing about the couple mods, these in particular, they're super easy to install, and they can be taken off if you go to sell a game and somebody decides they don't want that. Oh, this is neat too. This is the Charlie Bucket, the tube that he's in the tube, right? Look at this. That's so cool. So the bubble tube the fizzy lifting drink, right? So this is him in the fizzy lifting drink. That's freaking stellar. What other goodies do we have? Oh, awesome. You cannot have a Willy Wonka pinball machine without having Augustus Gloop. Look at that, in the pipe, and it's chocolate. Look, it's filled up with chocolate. And he goes up. Oh, this is great too. And there's different places you can put these, which is really neat. Ooh, another cool mod. This is the golden hat that Willy Wonka himself wears. So you can put that. I'm gonna have to look online to kind of see the best placement, but the fun keeps going. Gotta have this. As soon as Willy Wonka was announced and we saw it and it didn't have this, I phoned Dave and I was like, Dave, you gotta have the good egg and the bad egg. That's a must. So the good egg and bad egg right there. Crap, guys, we're just now getting into it. Look at what else. Oh, the mecca of Wonka mods. Look at this. This. It's so ridiculous. It's so nice. It is the factory itself, Willy Wonka's factory, and this is going to cover the switch. A lot of people had issues with the way the switch diverter looks. So this is not only 3D rendered and molded, but hand painted as well with stacks of smoke coming out of it. That's really, look at that detail. That's going to add a lot to this game. Check that out. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Oh, another juicy one here. Now this one is somewhat interactive. I see some wiring, so we're going to tap that in. But nonetheless, the standard Willy Wonka game does not have the Wonkavator at the back of the physical ball lock. But the mod couple said, no worries. We will sculpt a three-dimensional Wonkavator that goes right in the back there, so it looks like it's shooting up, and it looks like you can tap that in. Yep, it's got blinking lights in it. It's really cool. Wow. Okay, so again, we're gonna put all these on, and you're gonna see the difference that these mods make. So definitely, as you see, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's super simple. Really dress up a game. You got to go to the mod couple pinball.com. Tell them that SDTM sent you or Flippin' Out sent you. That would help us out, but we're going to see these installed. They're going to be killer. Let's do that. Oh, I got a golden ticket. All right, first things first, we're going to add the flipper toppers here. I've chosen the blue and the pink down here. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. No clue. But thought it'd be cool. So really simple. All you do is take the 3M adhesive off and you stick it right down on there. It's nice because the mod couple has a recess right there to cover your JJP logo that's sticking out. No real trick to it. You just want to make sure it lines up so there's no overhang, or the minimum amount of overhang. Right. Just a nice little firm push. Ta-da! Look at that. Beautiful. Looks great. I like mods when they're simple and easy and they have the biggest impact. Those are my favorite kind of mods. Just like that. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Kaboom. Done. Look at that. Now we're going to do the upper flippers as well. The one up here and the one up here. All right, this next one's the one that's gonna get your wallets out. Okay, so this, I've gotta put it on now. I can't wait any longer. It's very simple. You don't see any 3M up here, but down here, there's a sticky 3M, and that's gonna attach to the top of that. And while you're, because I know you're gonna buy this, while you buy this, go ahead and buy all the other ones as well, because you're gonna have the whole set. Check this out, you ready? Watch and learn to see how simple that is. Simple push, kaboom, kabam. Yep, you can't unsee it. Yep, that's it. That's, let's see a little closer on that. Yep, yeah, that's a must-have right there. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, this thing is looking good. And you still, this thing still spins freely. Now Charlie Bucket in the little bubble tube, he's got some adhesives on the bottom. He goes on this pop bumper right here. What's cool is it lights up his tube. How neat is that? Oh, that's gonna be cool. Just a couple adhesives on the bottom there. What I like about these mods, another thing I love about them is that when people are playing your game, they're gonna say, wow, this game's got it all. And you're gonna say, yeah, that's, you know, that's a Jersey Jack for you. And that's a mod couple collaboration right there. Now, of course, this goes without saying as I'm undoing all these, that any modifications that you add to your machine can void the warranty. So do at your own risk. But I don't know about you, but that doesn't feel that risky right there. Sweet. Look at him. I love it. Now Augustus Gloop, yeah, that's Augustus right there. He can go anywhere. They recommend he go down here, but I'm actually going to switch it up. Mod your own game. I'm actually going to put him back here. So he looks like he's part of that factory. Okay, I've taken the adhesives off. He's ready to stick. And here's a little tip. I don't know if Mod Couple Dave is okay with this, but on the top, if you want, look at that. The pipe itself can turn, like, depending on where you're wanting to put him at in the game. So if you need the pipe going this way, great. Going this way, great. So I'm gonna have it going this way. I'm gonna put it right in the back. Let's see. Yeah. That's about where I want it. Look at that. Now it almost looks as if the pipe is going up into the playfield, which is perfect. You got his chubby little face. What do you think about that, Wonka?
Absolutely.
That's right. Now for the next, we're going to go with the good egg, the bad egg. Adhesive on the bottom, very simple. We'll pull it back. See, this is where Augustus goes, but I like this a little better. Okay. Then I thought about putting the egg, it back here above the captive bowl. So that'd also be a pretty cool place for it. But very subtle. I kind of like it down here. Oh, that looks great. That looks really good. All right. Okay, the next one is the Wonka bar. I took the adhesives off and it goes right. Nice little touch there, isn't it? So cool. Now for one of the other large mods, we have the 3D Wonka Vader with lighting. Now this one's a little bit different.
Button, who's got the button?
How do you not love this game? Okay, So for this, it's a little bit different. You see this bracket on the back here? This bracket can go for the LE and the CE. We know the LE and CE models in the back have a physical ball lock, in which case this can serve as a three-dimensional, looks like the ball, part of the ball lock. But for the standard doesn't have that ball lock, so the mod couple indicates that you can put it right here. I'm gonna try it a little bit different because it does look cool there, but I'm gonna try to put it back there. The reason I bet that they didn't put it back there is because whenever you go to put it back there, this is taller than that. But what I did is, and on the standard edition, you have to take this off and you have to point it the other way. So I did that. But what I did is I put a slight bend in it. You see? Because that Wonkavator, it can go sideways and every which ways. So I put a slight bend in it so that it looks like it's taking off. All right, I'm gonna put it right there. And it's gonna look like it's kind of taking off to the side, and it's gonna clear that. So let's try that now. What we're gonna have to do, let me get the hookups here, show you guys. So you see that? That's just an easy clip in. That's gonna go to going to go to this wire, right, at both ends, and then one of the ends has that easy connect, and basically you're just tapping into or bypassing a wire that's already in there. Alright guys, as you see, I have my Wonkavator running. Now I mounted it there. It's a little bit tricky to mount there, so be careful you run the wires back. It's nice right there. Tap it right there. It goes up under your playfield there, or under the back box there. It comes up, and there's an extra plug-in right here. You just tap it right in there. Simple. Now this is for if you need a topper or anything else. This is the power to that topper or mod. So, and that is it. A nice new mounting system on this. It's like a magnetic mount, and it doesn't sag or anything. So that's always a plus. Look at that. All right, so we need to make sure our lead is long enough. You could hide those wires. But I found that going back into this notch, as you're looking at the game, the cable itself is hidden by the Wonkavator, and that looks just unbelievable. Fantastic. Those aren't gunshots, those are 4th of July fireworks. I figured out what this is. See this right here? This is a smokestack topper. It looks really cool. It jazzes it up. So again, 3 little 3M stickers just to hold it firmly in place without bolting it to the dang game. One of the things about mods, you just got to be careful because there's a lot of mods out there that aren't the cleanest looking. They're kind of tacky looking. It's always why I like the mod couple of mods. You don't have to worry about that. They're always well thought out, very clean looking, airbrushed. They're nice. All you got to do is line that up, press down firmly. Boom. Look at that. You can't tell me that doesn't make a world of difference. Looks really good. Very nice. The next mod, you can see over here, there's a big metal shooter plate because this Vux shoots it right out there. But with this, it's going to cover it quite nicely and look very good. You line it up how you'd like it. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. Unbelievable. It just really dresses the game up without affecting functionality. It's solid. The next mod, I wondered where this went. This is the top hat. I guess the mod couple visually doesn't like that with that blue nub right here. So look at that. They recessed it so that you can put that right over. I mean, how do you unsee that? That looks unbelievable. Let's stick it on there again. 3M adhesive tape. Look how easy this mod is and how big of a difference. Before, after, boom. And there you have it, everybody. A Willy Wonka unboxing, works perfectly out of the box with the complete mod collection overhaul by the Mod Couple Pinball.
You should open your mouth a little wider when you speak. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Little surprises around every corner, but nothing dangerous. I'm a trifle deaf in this ear. Speak a little louder next time. Stop, don't, come back. There it goes. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.